Susie, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Come here.
Huh?
Hey. You tired?
No. Are you?
Not anymore. Coming. Whatever it is, I'll get rid of him, okay? Right away.
Brian, I have to talk to you.
Kristen, not now.
Sorry, it has to be now.
Kristen, look, Susie and I just want some time to be alone, okay? We've been through an awful lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Look, Kristen, we just want some quiet time, okay? Time to get used to being back home and...
Look, Brian, if I thought this could wait, I wouldn't have come over. Susie, I hope you understand what I have to say to Brian just can't wait.
Hey, look, why don't I just go home and grab a little sleep, and I'll come back later, okay?
No.
Really?
Okay. I just don't want to let you out of my sight, that's all. I don't like it. I'll call you.
Okay. I'll be back before you know it. See you later, Kristen.
I'll call you right away. Kristen, it's not like you, huh? Barging in here giving me orders.
Well, like I said, I have very good reasons.
You do? What better be good? Come on, let's hear 'em.
This is Search.
To tell you may come as a surprise at first, but I think once you get used to the idea...
Hey, Kristen, please. Just tell me, huh?
I'm pregnant with your baby.
What? Oh, you mean my baby?
Well, I know it's the last thing you expected, Brian, but...
No. No, Kristen, no. Not now.
Hey, is this not the end of the world?
Yeah, it is. Kristen, it ruins everything. I can't believe it. Kristen, my life was just coming into focus for the first time in months. No, I can't handle this.
Well, look, I had a little trouble handling it at first, too. I mean, especially when I thought I was all alone. But Brian, I was so scared, I didn't know what to do. I kept wishing that you were there to help me out. I had no idea you'd act like this.
Kristen, look, we were just friends. We made no commitments. We didn't want something like this to happen.
Yeah, maybe not. But it happened. Brian, I thought you'd at least cared enough to want to...
To what? Forget about everything else?
Look, I knew that you'd be shocked. I didn't think you were going to get mad at me.
Kristen, I'm not mad, okay? This isn't anger. This is what I call fear. You were scared? I'm scared. Kristen, I don't even want to think about what this means now.
What does it mean? To you?
What does it mean? What does it mean? I don't even know. I can't even think straight. It's all happening so fast. What are you telling me, huh? A baby. A baby should have parents who want it more than anything else in the world. And we don't want that, Kristen. Not us. It'd be wrong. All wrong.
So?
So? You could do something, right? I mean, there's still time for you to take care of this.
Want me to have an abortion? Well, why don't you just say it?
I don't want to say it. You want to hear it? Huh? Now be honest, Kristen. You don't want my baby. You don't want my baby now. Not in these circumstances.
I do. I want our baby very much, Brian.
I don't understand anyway. Isn't love supposed to have something to do with this, huh? You don't love me. We don't love each other. You never said you loved me.
Just because I didn't say it doesn't mean that I don't. But you don't love me. I mean, it's more obvious than ever right now.
Hey, Kristen. No, I never lied to you about how I feel about Susie. I never fooled you to think I stopped caring about her, right? I just didn't know if I'd ever be lucky enough to get her back.
Look, I don't need to hear how lucky you are to get Susie back right now. All I know is you're right, Brian. Love should have something to do with this baby, and it does. Look, I love this life inside of me. Look, I don't know how I can make you understand this. But when you were lost in the jungle and everybody thought that you were dead, Brian, just the idea of having your baby got me through so much.
Don't, Kristen.
No, it's true. Look, I could never do anything to hurt this child.
Kristen?
I just want the best for it. I was hoping that you'd want the same.
It isn't fair, Kristen.
All right, fine. Well, I'll tell you something. A lot of things are not fair. It was not fair for me when I had to watch you getting off that plane with your arms around Susie, knowing I was pregnant with your baby. Life sometimes is just not as fair as you wish it was.
Kristen, it isn't as simple as you're making it sound. How can we bring a kid into this world now, huh? The way things are between us? It's messed up. There's different kinds of right and wrong, you know?
No, I don't buy that. Brian, I am going to have this child. And you cannot convince me that wanting to give it a good family is wrong.
I can't believe Mom gave us turkey. Turkey yesterday, turkey today, and turkey all week. I'm going to turn into a turkey.
I couldn't have another piece of turkey if my life depended on it. But you know something? This is a side of your mother I've never seen before, and it was really nice to see her happy for a change.
It was good to see Brian and Susie back together and happy. Oh, but...
I know. It's hard to adjust to everything being different all of a sudden. I know.
I just don't get it, Keith. I mean, before Susie left, she never wanted to see Brian again. She was so totally absorbed by Warren.
I know. You know, I thought they were in love as much as we are.
Hmm. I guess Susie was afraid of the word love. I just thought she was being cautious, though. I mean, you could tell by looking at her. She was crazy about him. He was thinking about staying in Henderson for good because of her. It's ridiculous to even think about why or how it happened. It did. The question now is, where does all of this leave Kristen?
Exactly. We both know that Kristen was expecting Brian to come home, pick up the pieces, and do this whole happy family number.
I thought you said you weren't hungry.
That feeling passes. I'm a growing boy.
Oh, poor Kristen. It must have hurt her so much to see Brian and Susie get off that plane together.
What do you think she's going to do?
She's gonna tell him, I guess. And then Susie's gonna have to find out. Oh, after all this time, they finally rediscover each other, and they have to come home to something like this.
There is nothing anybody can do. If Susie...
Home. Home. I never thought I'd see this apartment again. Hi. Hi. We were wondering where you were.
Oh, I went over to Brian's. Kristen came by, though, and wanted to talk to him really badly, so I figured I'd better leave. I don't know what it was about, though.
Oh.
I guess it's probably for the best. I gotta take a nap. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, you should get some sleep. I can't believe you're up and about after everything that's happened.
Yeah, I think I will get some rest.
Sure.
See you guys later.
We'll keep it quiet out here.
Okay.
You're doing a good job on the latest assignment, Ringo. You mean the phone calls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, your daughter-in-law seemed spooked. I guess the phone calls on top of the break-in really got to her nerves.
Yeah, well, I'd only hoped they'd have done more than that. But they seem to have unnerved her. She's canceled an important trip, so they must be bothering her. Trouble is, she's covering too well.
I mean, she's playing it cool.
Yeah. But with the next phase of our program, she'll begin to fade.
What is the next phase?
In the next couple of days, I want her to suspect that someone is following her whenever she leaves the house.
You mean yours truly?
A couple of incidents should do the job.
Why are you trying to drive this woman mad? I mean, I don't know her that well, but she seems okay. She's very pretty and she's got a lot of class. I think your son could do a lot worse than her. I don't see what you got against her.
That, for you, Ringo, will have to remain one of life's mysteries. All I care about now is that you do a good job.
Yeah, right, okay.
Why do you keep looking at that door? No one knows we're here.
Yeah? Well, if someone wants to find you bad enough, they can.
You mean your friend Warren Carter?
You might say that.
You afraid he's out to get you?
He'll think that I just ran out on them.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, I think the same thing. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. What matters to me is the job you do right now.
Well, thanks a lot. That's really going to help me where Warren is concerned.
Listen, I'll talk to him. I'll tell him it's very important the three of us stick together to ensure this North African deal. And I'll tell him I'll be very unhappy if anything breaks up our business relationship.
If Warren wants to get me, he will, no matter what you say. And if I were you, I'd worry about my own skin.
What?
Warren is not going to be too thrilled about you reinvesting his money without telling him.
By the time I'm finished with Carter, he'll realize that the North African deal is the best investment he could make.
Yeah, well, don't count on it. Warren's got some temper, and once it blows, let me tell you something. He's one very mean customer.
Your ordeal.
Exhaustion has nothing to do with it. Do you know where Ringo is? He's been conspicuously absent all day today.
Well, to tell you the truth, he's a little leery of you right now. He's afraid you might consider him a deserter.
Now, I wonder why I would think a thing like that, right? Only because he left me to die out in the jungle.
Hey, he was only trying to save his own skin. In a panic, some people do shameful things. I'm sure he's feeling badly about it now. Besides, I found him very helpful in the last couple of days. A willing employee who doesn't ask too many questions is invaluable. Ringo has his virtues.
He's your employee now?
Yes. And I'd hate to see anything come between the two of you. I need you for my next project.
No. No more projects, Centel. Remember, I told you that before. I'm out of this racket completely. Now, you just get me the money you owe me, and we're going to part company.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Why do you say that?
Because I had to unload the weapons at a loss. Our friends down there are no longer interested. I knew you didn't want to take a loss on your investment, so I found another deal in North Africa.
You took my share of the money and you put it into something else? Look, Centel, we don't work together anymore. Now, you get that money out of North Africa and you get it back to me.
I can't do that. Carter, you go along with me on this deal or you'll find yourself up a financial creek without a paddle. Now, I know you don't want to start at scratch again after all the time you've put in, getting as far as you have.
Get out of here.
Certainly I'll get out. But you better give my proposal some thought. After all, there's a lot of money to be made, and you deserve some of it. Don't opt for morality yet, my lad. Not until you have something to fall back on.
You know what? It's good to have you home.
It's great to be here.
So what are you doing up, huh?
Oh, I'm too keyed up to sleep. Where's Keith?
Well, he had some errands to run.
Oh, good. He didn't leave on my account, did he? Because I'm leaving soon. No, I'm going back to Brian's.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
I wonder if Kristen's still there. It's really strange the way she just barged in and insisted on seeing him. mean, he told her that he just needed a little peace and quiet. She wouldn't even consider coming back another day.
Susie, you've got to understand, Kristen's been waiting an awful long time. She probably just couldn't wait any longer. Kristen suffered a lot, too. She thought her brother and Brian were both dead.
Oh, I know. I know. I don't mean to be insensitive to that. I know she was very fond of Brian. But Wendy, I mean, the two of us are sitting there.
I still can't believe two of you are back together.
Aren't you glad for us?
Yeah. I thought you were in love with Warren.
Well, I thought I was, too. Wendy, people change. You really get to see the real person in a situation like that. I mean, take me for instance. There were times when I really wanted to die out there. I really wanted to. But I kept going. And Brian, I mean, he was in so much pain. But he wouldn't give in to it. He really was very brave, and it touched me very deeply. I began to realize that I still had feelings for him. I still really loved him.
What about Warren? I mean, he must have been very brave, too, huh?
He was. Wendy, the important thing is that Brian and I are back together again. This time it's gonna last. Wendy, I don't understand. What's the matter?
Nothing, nothing. I'm just glad you're home.
I can't handle it. That's all he could say, and he could not stop thinking about Susie.
Okay, he probably just needs some time to absorb it all.
Yeah, well, I need a little time to absorb it, too, you know?
Okay, so give it a rest. Now, just give him a couple of days to take it all in.
It'll take more than a couple of days. You know, he sure is a far cry from doing what Stephanie said he'd do and accept his responsibility and offer to marry me. He just can't stop thinking about Susie, Susie,
Okay,
Susie.
okay, all right. All right. Come on, just give it a rest, will you? Do me a favor. Just lay off the subject of Susie, please. It hurts.
I'm sorry, Warren.
I don't know, Kristen. It's just that everything for me has just gone down the tubes all at once. Including this last business deal, too. And I had a lot of money on it. Almost every cent.
Every cent? Are you saying you're broke?
No, not completely, but I'm hardly a rich man at the moment.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know, but I'm going to get a hold of that Ringo. You know, ever since he brought Susie on that plane, there's been one disaster after another. As far as I'm concerned, he's responsible for every lousy break right now.
You know, I never thought I could hate a man as much as I hate him. I went to tell him what I thought of him for leaving you in the jungle, and you know what? He hit me.
He what?
That's right. He thought you were dead, so he got cocky and he hit me. As a matter of fact, oh, well, speak of the devil.
No, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. I know how you feel.
No, you don't. You left us to die there, didn't you?
I thought you had it, I swear. I saw the fuel leaking, and I thought the plane was going to blow, so I ran out, and I thought maybe I could get help.
Oh, come on, help, Ringo. When you got to civilization, you told everyone they were dead. Get your lies straight.
Well, that's only
Shut up! That's enough, Ringo.
Look, Warren, listen to me. It's all in the past. We got a future to think about, so let's get a fresh start.
Ringo, Ringo, I have no intention of letting bygones be bygones. And another thing, I've heard about you belting Kristen. Now, all things considered, you better just get out of my sight. And if you ever lay your hands on Kristen again, you're gonna wish you were dead. Get out. Get out.
All right, okay.
Is that all you're going to do?
Oh, don't worry about it. There's a time and a place for everything. I'm going to settle some scores with a couple of people soon.
Who is it? Come on in, Suze.
Hi.
Hey.
I was gonna call first, but I figured Kristen would be gone by now.
Yeah. She just left a little while ago.
What's the matter? Did Kristen say something to upset you? Brian, something's going on here. I know it. Wendy kept acting very odd whenever Kristen's name was mentioned, too. Come on, Brian, tell me. What's happening?